Hey everyone, this is Underbite. Today we're going to learn how to dance like animals. We talk a lot on this show about attributing human features to animals, but in the movement of the body, we more often attribute animal aspects to humans. The dance of the sugar plum furries is culturally effed. Furries love to dance. It's pretty standard for a convention to invite a handful of DJs and have a rave on every night. Many conventions also feature a full-on dance competition, usually exclusive to entrants wearing fursuits. Some of the most popular videos of furries on YouTube are suitors dancing their tails off. But first, I'm going to take you out to somewhere a little unexpected. Ballet. Ballet is incredibly furry. Likely the biggest, most well-known ballet is Swan Lake from the mid-1800s, a take on an ancient myth about a woman transforming into a swan. Ballet is well known for its elaborate costumes as well as elaborate choreographies. Look no further than the Rat King from the Christmas favorite The Nutcracker, scored by Tchaikovsky for release in 1893. In 2003, The Carnival of Animals was interpreted into ballet in New York. Here in Toronto, Ballet Jorgen performed a suite as birds in Ballet 360 in 2012. Costume is an incredibly important element of ballet. So important, we might spend a whole episode on it at some point. There's also ballets based on Peter Rabbit, Fantasia, Alice in Wonderland, A Midsummer Night's Dream, Fantastic Mr. Fox, and all kinds of others. I expect you to note some of your favorites in the comments too. In ballet theory, many motions are described with animal vocabulary, like coda, literally meaning tail, which refers to the closing movements of the dance piece. There's also the grand coda, the biggest, most complex dance move to climax the show. There's the pas du chat, meaning step of the cat. There's also the grand pas du chat, the saut du chat, fish dive, and the pas de poisson, step of the fish. Animal movement plays an important role in how we define our own motion. Many folk dances take on animal elements. Hungary is credited as the birthplace of the gallop, an old-time dance often introduced at the country dances. Not to be confused with hoofer, a 20s term for a tap dancer. Kitakami Michinoku traditional dance festival in Japan features tiger dance and the deer dance. In Chinese festivals, they dance a lion dance and a dragon dance. Though tiger, deer, lion, even dragon all share the name with dances for festivals in India, Thailand, Vietnam, and Korea. All over the world, really, since they are fairly emblematic in name. These kind of dances date back centuries and are still danced today. We'll talk about them more in a future episode about animal festivals. Popular Western dance movements have a history of animal names and movements, which we can find being introduced into the popular mainstream. Starting as far back as 1911, we get dances for the popular ragtime music with names like the bunny hug, the grizzly bear, and the turkey trot. While the grizzly bear in particular looks kind of silly today, at the same time it was rather scandalous for a woman to embrace a man so closely, especially at a social event. This trend of animal swing continued into the 20s with everyone's favorite, the foxtrot, which was introduced in 1913. It was performed by vaudeville actor Harry Fox, meaning that this dance has less to do with foxes than we may have expected. The story goes that there was a dance competition on the roof of the New York Theater. Harry Fox did his trot as part of a show called the Jardin de Danse. It was the crowd who coined it Fox's Trot. Other dancers took the style, and it spread to Europe as well as over North America. The bunny hop was a thing in the 1950s, made popular by a song of the same name by Ray Anthony's big band, who first released it in 1953.
Put your right foot forward, put your left foot out, do the bunny hop, 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 hop. Dance is new creation, it's a new sensation, do the bunny hop, 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 hop.
The hop is sort of a conga line, but bouncy, and usually done to salsa or mambo rhythms. Other dances included the chicken scratch. The free love and a new sizable generation of baby boomers in the 1960s brought about a shift in music and, of course, dance. This was the time where we get stories like Footloose and Hairspray, where teens and young people want to use dance as an expression for these new ideals. We get novelty go-go dances out of this era like the monkey, the pony, the fish, and the kangaroo hop. In the 70s, 80s, all the way to present day, hip-hop changed music and dance significantly. The hip-hop world brought us the squirrel, made recently popular by football player Ray Lewis, who used it as a victory dance. With booties a-shakin' and legs a-flying, we also get the duck-waddle. Choreography is created to tell a story, such as ballet or opera. What we've been talking about have been social dances, impromptu, adjusted in the moment, and freestyle. Dance competitions, where people present planned choreography, is taking it back to that story. Today, dance finds a home here, on YouTube. Though if you live in a large city, you likely have many clubs, dance halls, and probably even a ballet troupe or two. In our fandom, we host dance competitions, which have become the most popular events at conventions, giving us a fursuit spectacle with physical feats you would never think possible by nerds like us, right? YouTube has lent itself to this, as well with fursuit dance videos for musicians or just for fun. We prize originality, complexity, and physical prowess, and I feel like people less often give names to their routines. People at dance clubs and concerts don't really dance like they used to, but given a stage, we'll dance our tails off regardless. If you know of any really awesome dance videos, whether they're furry related or not, please send us a link in the comments below. It'd be greatly appreciated. Culturally Up Today was brought to you by these fluffy people. If you like what we do, please comment, like, and subscribe here on YouTube. If you really like what we do, feel free to follow and support us on Patreon. I've been your host, Underbite. Thanks for watching.